Good evening, it's meteorologist Michael Fecca. Welcome back to the 9 p.m. all-weather, all-streaming show that we do here every night during the workdays and on weekends. We stream it out to all of our streaming platforms as well as to Facebook and YouTube. So if you're joining from either place, please feel free to leave us a question or a comment. Hopefully I'll be able to address it all as I go through the forecast, but if not, I'll go through at the very end, see if I can answer anything individually for you. But let's get started here with a look outside right now. We started off the day on the cloudier, drearier side, some rain lingering through portions of the tri-state early this morning. That all began to dry out through the afternoon, and we actually broke out into some sunshine for a couple hours before it actually set for the evening, and skies remain clear overnight tonight. However, with clear skies, calm winds and cooler temperatures, that is a recipe for fog formation. So we have that potential for some dense fog here overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. So if you're going to be out traveling, you might want to make sure you give yourself plenty of extra time to account for those reduced visibilities. But outside of the fog, we'll continue to warm up for the start of the work week. We'll top out in the 60s tomorrow and reach towards the 70s by the middle of the work week. But it all does come to an end. We do have a cold front that will slide through on Thursday, maybe lingering some showers and storms there Thursday and into Friday along that cold front, and then that's going to take our temperatures down for the end of the work week and into the weekend. So I'll break down all those details for you coming up here on the weather show. But let's start off with a look outside at our radar across the nation. We've had that area of low pressure move through overnight last night and into this morning. That's what brought us all that rain. It's now pushed off towards the east coast there. It brought in some thunderstorms to portions of the panhandle of Florida and impacted the Daytona 500. Now it's spreading in some rain showers up and along the eastern seaboard, even bringing in some snow showers there across portions of the northeast. But we have high pressure that's building in behind the system, so we're going to stay dry here, not only through tonight, but through the next couple of days. But that high pressure system is going to do something, and it's going to trap that moisture closer to the surface. So all the rain we've had over the last few days, that's saturated the ground, and that's going to release some more of that moisture into the air, and the high pressure is going to kind of act like a cap on top of that. So that's what's going to help form some of that fog overnight tonight. And the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued that dense fog advisory. That goes into effect at 11 o'clock tonight and goes through 9 o'clock tomorrow morning Central Time. And it includes the entirety of the tri-state and areas off to our west and to our east out towards Louisville. So again, if you're going to be traveling anywhere, going out to work or heading out early for school, you're going to have to run into some of these visibility issues. You want to make sure you give yourself some extra time and take it a little bit slower out there. But there's a look at the fog forecast. It looks like it'll start patchy this evening, but it will become more dense and widespread overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning before it finally fades away by the late morning and early afternoon hours. Now, outside of the fog, we're going to talk about the temperatures, because that's kind of the other story for the week ahead here. And we're going to be talking about above average temps, which we've been here for the last couple of days. We've been in the 50s yesterday. We topped out in the 50s again this afternoon, and we're running around 5 degrees above average. But we're going to really see those temperatures soar through the first part of the work week. Right now, temperatures have cooled down into the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees, 38 in Evansville, 37 in Mount Vernon, Henderson, still in the lower 40s in Madisonville, 43 there, and 41 in Greenville. Through tonight, we'll drop down into the mid 30s, and of course, looking ahead to tomorrow with southerly winds, we're going to warm right back up into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees. And outside of the fog through the morning, skies should be partly cloudy through the afternoon. So won't be all gray, but it will be definitely a foggy start for tomorrow. And looking at the temperature trend here, talking about the temps climbing up through the 60s there on Tuesday, mid 60s, and then up into the upper 60s to lower 70s by Wednesday and into Thursday. We'll have partly cloudy skies there Wednesday, maybe partly cloudy with chance for some showers and thunderstorms as we get into Thursday. And that's going to be along the leading edge of that cold front. So those temperatures come back down into the 50s for the end of the work week, and maybe even back down to right around average for the second half of next weekend. So let's talk about the warmth here a little bit. We have potentially some record-breaking warmth. I've gone ahead and taken some of those statistics from the Evansville area. Wednesday, our record high previously is 73 degrees, and that was set back in 1961. Our forecast hits us at around 70 for that day, but it's very easy if we get a little extra sunshine, maybe another gust of southerly winds, we could see some areas reaching that record point. We would have to get it here in Evansville for it to be an official record, but we are going to be very close, so we'll watch it closely there on Wednesday and then also on Thursday. If we have a forecast high of around 71, that previous record was 74, set back in 2018. So we may have some anomalous warmth here through the middle of the work week, and it looks like even beyond this next 7 days, temperatures look to stay on the warmer side even through the middle and end of February here. So looking like warmth will not be going away anywhere, or at least will not be cooling down as much as we have in the past. But talking about that cool down, of course, that's going to come in along the leading edge of that front. So we have some shower chances there, and again, the potential for some thunderstorms, especially Thursday and into Thursday evening. So let me show you what that looks like on the longer range European model here. We'll have an area of low pressure slide off to our north over the Great Lakes, and that may drag in a couple of sprinkles there early Wednesday morning, but the best chance for rain doesn't arrive until Thursday. So out ahead of that front, we could get a few scattered showers. Then as that front moves through, I think we have that potential for some thunderstorms there, and there is the possibility for a few strong or maybe even a severe thunderstorm. But at this point in time, we are not outlooked for any severe weather. It's not really a huge organized signal here. It's just more of a thread the needle. We may get another stronger storm to develop there. So it doesn't look like it would be a huge threat at this point in time. So we'll continue to keep an eye on it for you over the next couple of days as the data becomes a little bit clearer. But beyond the shower chances there Thursday into early Friday morning, it looks like another system may try to move in here overnight Friday and into Saturday morning. That may keep those shower chances lingering through next weekend. So a little bit more of an unsettled second half of the work week. So if you want to enjoy some time outside, I think tomorrow afternoon would be your best bet. We'll have temperatures in the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees for President's Day, partly cloudy skies outside of that morning fog. It should be pretty nice. And then it looks like we'll cloud back over for the day on Tuesday. Still very warm though, topping out in the mid 60s. And then of course the warmest days of the work week, Wednesday into Thursday, topping out in the upper 60s to lower 70s. That front will move through, and then those temperatures drop down into the 50s for Friday and into Saturday, and then possibly down into the mid 40s by the time we get into Sunday. So let me go ahead and take a look at your comments. Let's see. Suzanne says, good evening. Good evening to you. Same thing to you. Good evening, Cheyenne and Ricky Brown. Lenny Howard says, good evening. Chris Smith says, nice to see the temps. He loves when it's warmer out there. Me too. We always bond over that. Zach Seeks asking about the severe weather threat. Just went over that. Not really a huge threat. It's a possibility, though. We just don't have a whole lot of details at this point in time. So you're going to have to wait until those details become a little bit clearer for some better answers for you. But not expecting an outbreak by any means. That's all the questions I am seeing here. So I'm going to hop off the live stream, and I'll send you guys over to 14 News at 10 for all the latest news and weather headlines. Until then, everybody, stay safe and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and enjoy the warmer temps in the week ahead.